Ohio, we caught teachers rebranding critical race theory. CRT was getting too much heat from parents and the press, so they lied. And they said they weren't teaching it anymore, but the school officials were caught on hidden camera, admitting that they've been secretly teaching CRT and laughing about it. A nonprofit group, Accuracy in Media, sent their people deep undercover to find out what's going on in these schools. They sent the videos to Primetime exclusively. And what we're about to show you is sinister.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. So whether you can pass a bill that you can't teach CRT in a classroom, but if you didn't cover programming, or you didn't cover extracurricular activities or something like that, that message might still get out. Oops.
Oops. I just told your white son he's racist. Oops. I just told your black daughter she's worthless without reparations. This underground agenda is being spread in schools all across Ohio and probably the whole country.
But if they ban that, can't we just change the labels and do it? That's what people do, right?
Yeah, and it's good stuff. It's just, you know, I mean, labels are just getting attacked.
Well, it goes back to how you dress the window. You can do a lot of shopping without anybody even knowing you're shopping.
Yes.
There's all sorts of ways around it. You just have to be very careful how you phrase whatever you're going to say.
CRT's everywhere. It's been camouflaged. This footage is behind enemy lines. They use code words.
Are you able to talk about social justice or anti-racism?
So we do move forward with that. We do, and so I would say that's where we feel pretty confident. You know, we as the superintendent, I do choose words wisely, though, to make sure that we're able to move forward and don't want to be stopped at the most important word that
yes.
That's why belonging is really that key word that we focus on.
Belonging and inclusion is a way to talk about social justice without raising a red flag against it.
Belonging. He called secretly teaching kids CRT the most important work we're doing, quote unquote. There's a subversion campaign all around us. Principals are going to great lengths to make children hate themselves and hate the country. And they'll do whatever it takes.
Even if they did that CRT ban thing locally, they'd be like, not for us.
There's enough for us to not call it that.
Should I be able to stay in my position if this law does go through, heaven forbid, then we will be just as covert in our wording of our. As long as I'm in the seat and don't lose my job over it.
If you have to. It's unfortunate, but
just change the name, same thing.
We'll find a way.
And they have an action plan for parents who ask questions. You know, parents who actually care about their kids' education. And the plan is this: lie to their face and slow walk it until it's sunk in and it's too late to stop.
They're not going to be supportive if I lay out everything we're going to do. But if I talk to them about doing this one thing in the name of supporting students, they probably won't have an issue with this one thing. And by the time we get that thing established, if I start talking to them about this one other thing, they don't realize that was two things. Is our parents saying that privilege is a controversial topic? Probably, but don't get me wrong, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that will probably get discussed in 17 classrooms before somebody actually brings it in here, and then we'll deal with it.
And if they can't hide it from the parents, they'll just trick them.
We have some parents that, you know, they don't fully understand. So, you know, it's when we trick them, you know.
What do you mean?
But, well, I'm just, so, similar situation. So, if we have a certain content that we want to share with students, and they see one word in the language, it's like, oh no, we can't do that. Well, let's look at it from a different, you know, viewpoint, and then it's changed. They're okay.
And if the media, like us, start asking questions, lie to them too.
We kept getting these emails, do you have critical race theory in your curriculum, which was what the talking point was from a certain news channel. So we got to the point where first we're going to ask you, what do you mean by critical race theory?
Do you think we're teaching higher education, grad school stuff to your second grader?
And then the second thing is, no, we don't have that in our curriculum.
The only reason we know about this is because it was caught on camera. It could be happening anywhere, probably is. These teachers are taking CRT courses in college, and they graduate, and then they get jobs at your kid's public school, and then they tell your child they should be ashamed of themselves. Tell your child America was never great. And tell them they don't deserve a thing because, you know, the color of their skin. And everybody owes somebody something. And then they divide the class into victims and victimizers. Pump your